This video will give you an idea of what ad hoc workflows are and how they work. Ad hoc workflows are designed for processes that don't come up very often or are hard to model. So with an ad hoc workflow, you can design a new process every time you run it. But a side effect of this design is that ad hoc workflows are easy to understand and work with. So for a company without a lot of experience modeling processes, they are ideal for getting started. Let's look at a couple concrete use cases. This first time, Benny Lida was the designated note taker for a departmental meeting. Benny wrote up the notes and stored them to ELO in a first step. Then he clicks Ad Hoc Workflow to distribute the notes to others. When you're creating an ad hoc workflow, really, you only need to select the type of workflow and the people who should receive a task. Benny selects parallel notification because he's informing his whole department at once. Then he selects the training department as the recipients. This means everyone in that department will see the task. But as soon as someone in that department sees the task and views the notes, they are able to perform that task for everyone at once. But Benny wants to make sure everyone gets a notification separately, so he clicks Expand Group. This converts the group to a list of all the individuals in that group, so he doesn't have to add them individually. Now Benny is done, and he can let everyone know about the meeting notes. And now the workflow has been started. Now let's see what Benny's colleagues see. I now switch over to the web client as the user Matilda Tirado. She can see right away that she has a new task to complete. The task shows up in that user's tasks work area. She clicks the task and sees the meeting notes. When Matilda has read the notes, she just passes the workflow forward to finish her task. And that's just how it works. Now let's look at a different kind of workflow. Let's say I'm updating some training materials. In this case, various departments will need to check for typos, logical consistency of the contents, and correct use of company CI. I select a training guide that Benny has been working on, and again select Ad Hoc Workflow from the menu. In this case, coworkers need the chance to reject the new version if further changes need to be made. So I select Serial Approval. I select the various persons and departments who need to approve the training plan. If I need to change the order in which people should see the document, I just use the arrow buttons. There's one other thing that I really want to show today. Since I will be making changes to other training materials in the future, I can save this workflow as a template for next time. Then I send off this workflow as well. Now the next time I start a similar process, I can select my saved template. So the next training guide I finish, I just have to click a couple buttons and I'm done. I can still make any changes I need to. Now let's switch back to the web client. I now see my new approval workflow. The name of the task is different from the last workflow because what I need to do is different. When I pass this workflow on, I have a choice: accept or reject the changes. In this case, let's say I need Benny to make some additional changes. I add a comment to the feed describing why I am rejecting the document. And then I can reject the document. The task returns to Mr. Lida without continuing on to anyone else. Now Benny Lida sees the task again with a message. He is able to make any changes needed and restart the approval process. And after those changes are made, he does so. That's how easy it is to use ad hoc workflows in ELO.